Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the session today. Today is June 28th. We are going to start with our activities. Remember that you received in EducaLink the first report of the platform development of the first assignment, that is the week number 7 that finished on Sunday. Also, you have the information of the first quiz and the report of them at all. Okay. And number 2, we are going to start working with the platform. That's the reason why I request from all of you that please take a pencil and obviously that you start working in your student book, in your workbook, and take notes, ¿ok? Vamos a empezar el día de hoy ya con la primera unidad del primer bloque. Necesito que tenga su libro a la mano, un lápiz a la mano. No tengo que recordarle lo que todo estudiante debe de hacer. Tiene libro, úselo, léalo, complete, revise, copie, porque toda esta información es lo que usted también va a encontrar en la plataforma de alguna u otra manera. El que no tiene texto, pues obviamente tomará capturas de pantalla por el momento para que se pueda ayudar en la revisión hasta que le compren el material y pueda trabajar en la plataforma. El reporte de la primera semana de la plataforma y los primeros resultados arrojados ya los tienen ustedes en la sección de materiales de EducaLink. Okay? Well, so we're going to work into It's My Life. This is the number 1. Okay? Here we have some information. Frederick Torres, start reading, please.
Complete sentences about you. I have got a like, I play, I am interested in, I am good at.
Okay, so as you can see, these words or these expressions indicates a preference. They are indicating some preferences, okay? But in this case, more than preferences, in the first one, we say, I've got. Remember that in the review, in the diagnostic activity, we remember that when you say, I've got, you indicate some possessions. It could be physical possessions or family possessions. For example, I've got blue eyes, I've got brothers, I've got a new job, okay? So that is the form. I like sports, I like music in this case. I play, you can say that I play an instrument, for example. I'm interested in, this expression in, this is the preposition, you're going to use an. I'm interested in yoga, in basketball, in books, okay? When you say I'm good at, this at, you are expressing something that you are so smart doing in this, or skillful in this. I'm good at maths, I'm good at English, I'm good at electronics, for example. Those expressions that we are going to work today into this part of the activity that you are going to listen according to this, okay? So here we have my profile. Attention. Here we are going to introduce some of the words that you are going to use about this, okay? Natalie Díaz, start reading. Usted tiene el libro, léalo desde su libro y es para todos. No, solamente necesitan la pantalla aquellos que no tienen material por el momento. Ok. Natalie, ok.
My profile by Jacob Rossi. Over 7 billion people live in the world and every young is different. Answer the question and tell us about you. Where do you live? I live in Chicago. It's the USA's dirtiest city. It's on Lake Michigan and there are 33 beaches. That neighbor do you live in? We live in Hollywood Park. Do you live in an apartment? No, I don't. We live in a house with a big old tree in the front yard. Have you got any brothers or sisters? Yes, I have. I've got a sister. I am the youngest.
Okay, Natalie, thank you. Stop, okay? Continue, please, Baguio. Remember, I live. Where do you live? I live in, okay? Continue, Baguio.
Where do your parents work? They both work in the business district in an office.
Yes, okay, continue.
Have you got a pet? Yes, I have got a dog called Jackson. He's crazy. He likes cats. Do you play a musical instrument? Yes, I do. I play the drums. My parents hate it. What's your favorite free time activity? I like going to the Million Park in the heart of the city. What do you like best about your city? The Chicago White Sox, they're my favorite baseball team. I go to the home games with my dad. Can you tell me an interesting fact about you? I
I
don't
don't
like
like.
computer I don't like computer games. I prefer a good book.
Okay, as you can read here and you can observe, here we are introducing the present simple tense. And what is the present simple tense? Into the diagnostic and the reinforcement activity, we were talking about that, okay? We're talking about daily activities, daily routines, permanent actions that are obviously work every day in this. Using this, we are going to start in this case, and we are going to identify that you are going to use verbs like do, for example. You are going to use do. You are going to use don't for the negative. Have you got? I have. Okay. For example, you say do again. Okay, you can use the verb to be in the present simple. Likes, he, she, it, you have the S in the verbs. Okay, you have the expressions of preference, the expressions of preference that you have here. Okay, so in this case, you are going to use specifically the information that you need to refer about them according to this. Remember that when we talk about the present simple tense, we talk specifically about daily routines. Okay. Well, in this case, you are going, attention, just give me a minute to have my evidences for today, really. Okay, well, in this case, we continue with the next part, okay? You have the reading here, please. If you don't have the book, take the captures. Capture 1, capture 2, capture 3, if you don't have the book, okay? Here we have this information about this, and obviously we go to the next part, okay? Ivana, start reading, please.
Ahí al cuadrito que estoy. Espérate. Miss, ¿dónde está ese cuadrito?
The next part, the next page. Okay.
Ay, Miss, yo no lo encuentro.
Here, the number 4. This is the book. Look at this. This is the number 4, page number 9.
Okay.
Okay.
La 4. Okay.
Yes, read.
Read the profile again and decide if the sentences are true or false.
Very good. Okay, please. You are going to read the 6 information. Okay. Ivana is going to read. Ivana is going to read the sentences, and you are going to select in your book. Use your book. Okay. Start reading, Ivana.
Okay. Jacob's got 2 sisters. False.
Number 2.
Yeah. His family lives in a house.
What is for you, false or true? False or true?
True.
Okay. Continue, number 3.
Jacob's dog likes cats. True.
Okay. Continue, number 4.
His parents like his drums. False.
Okay, continue.
The Million Park isn't in the centers of Chicago. Eso no estoy segura.
True or
False.
false? Huh?
False, creo que es false.
False, okay.
Jacob prefers books to computer games. False.
False. Okay, are you sure? False. Look at this. Look at the last one, okay? Attention, everybody. Any correction in the true or false activities? Open your microphones, everybody. Any correction?
It's true.
Which one?
Sí, la primera yo
The
digo
last
The
one is
first
true.
one in English. The first one, true or false?
true.
True, okay. Any other error to
The
correct?
the 6 is true because Jacob prefer books.
Okay, very good. Any other person? Any other error to correct?
The fifth is true,
Which
I
one?
think.
Teacher,
Which number? Which
The
number? Sorry? Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Any other
Five.
error? 5?
It's true, I think.
I think, okay. What says the rest? Okay, well, so right now we're going to check the errors, okay? We're going to compare something here in this case.
teacher,
Okay?
teacher. And number 1 era false.
Yeah, okay. So here we have the information. Yeah. Okay, so here we have the corrections about this, okay, according to the story. Okay, here you have the correct answers. Correct the errors in your book. Correct the errors in your book. Quickly, quickly. Correct the errors in your book. Ya sabe lo que le he dicho, no se lo tengo que recordar. Lapicito en su libro. Su libro se ha hecho para que tome nota. Vamos, eso. Muy bien, Teire. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Anote su libro porque su libro es el arma que tiene para revisar todo, si no se pierde. Primero trabaje siempre en su libro y después directo a la plataforma. Okay, that's right. So here we have information and we continue with the next part. In this section, something that is interesting that we are going to have a comparison between some words that are very British and other words that are so American. In this case, we are going to have some of the answers, okay? For example, for British people said flat. What says the Americans? Hey, your microphones.
Apartment.
Apartment. What says the British people?
Flat.
That
Flat. What says American people?
Yard.
And what says British?
Garden.
What says British people?
Live.
Live. And what says the American?
Elevator.
Elevator. Elevator. Okay. What says American?
Neighbor.
Neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
And what says the British?
Neighborhood.
Very good. Neighbor. This is the only difference into the spelling. This is the only difference. Neighbor, and the other says neighbor. Okay, that is the only difference in the spelling. That's all. Okay. What says example in this case? The American.
Store.
And the British?
Shop.
Shop. Okay. And obviously in the book, it's going to appear some other words that are the differences between them. Please copy the information in the student book quickly. Copy the information into your student book. Okay.
Miss, entonces los audios que nos mandaba en las fichas anteriores era el inglés británico.
Those are British one. Okay. Well, in this case, we're going to have the differences about them into this. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, ready? So we continue with the next one. Okay. So here we are going to have some information that we are going to listen and complete. Right now, you are going to listen about Tobias and you're going to listen about Annie, please. Activity number 6. Attention. Look at the book. Activity number 6. Activity number 6. Ready? Okay, you are going to listen and you are going to complete this information. You have country, age, family, and city. Country, age, family, and city. You are going to listen this information and you are going to complete in the student book. Quickly. You are going to listen and you are going to complete into the student book. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hi, are you Tobias?
Hi, yes, I am. And you are?
Oh, I'm Annie. I recognize you.
Me too.
Where are you from, Tobias?
I'm from Austria. What about you? Are you from Sweden?
No, I'm not. I'm from Finland.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, the first information. Quickly, let's do it.
Tobias, Austria.
Okay, and Annie? Finland. Okay, open your microphones. Open your microphones for speaking, okay? Continue, number 2.
How old are you?
I'm 13. What about you?
I'm 13 too.
Cool. And
Okay, what about the age?
the 2 are 13.
Both are 13. Very good. Both are 13. Really good. Just give me a minute, please. Okay, give me a minute. Okay. So both in this case, And obviously both are 13. Continue.
Have you got any brothers and sisters?
No, I haven't. What about you?
Yes, I have. I've got 2 sisters. Where do you live?
I live in
Okay, what about family?
Tobias doesn't have
Tobias,
sisters, and Annie have 2 sisters.
Okay, no brothers or sisters, and 2 sisters. Oh, sorry, I got it the next one. Okay.
Vienna.
Oh, great! I'd love to go there.
It's a nice place. And where do you live?
In Helsinki. It's the capital of Finland.
Oh, that's the bell for classes. Nice talking to you, Annie.
Yeah, see you.
Okay, what about Amy?
Helsinki.
Okay, very good. Okay, complete information. Let's do it, complete it. For students that don't have the book, take captures. For students who don't have the book yet, take the captures. Estos estudiantes que no tienen material todavía, tome capturas para que no se pierda tanto hasta que pueda conseguir la información o pueda trabajar en la plataforma. Okay, those are the information. Okay, ready? You got it? Okay. Well, so we continue with the next block using this. And obviously here you have the opportunity to talk about Amy, and you have the information about country, family, information that also was very similar to the profile. With this activity, we go to the next part on this case, that is about the vocabulary activity, okay? We are going to start today with the vocabulary activity. Please, attention. Please look at the book. Activity number 9, vocabulary, okay? Ready? Okay, we are going to read about that. Tere, start reading, please.
Listen, listen, and look at the family tree. The track the names to complete me a block.
Okay, read the family tree, please, in this case, right?
Espérate, deje poner. Un momento. Ya, ahora sí. Hi,
guys.
Hi guys. Lots of you ask my question about family, so her my family tree.
Okay, guys, remember what is guys? You are guys. Ladies, boys, you are guys. Okay, no gays. Be careful. Gays is a different. Guys, in this case, talk about kids. Okay, so here we have a family tree. Okay, Tere, está reading.
William
Plus,
las Flora,
ajá,
la Helen, Max,
plus,
Rachel,
Rachel,
Lucia, la Noah,
plus,
la-
Noah, okay,
Natalie,
Nick,
Nick, Andrew,
okay,
Maria. Mia, that's me.
okay. Here we have the results, okay, and obviously here we have the words. Please, in your books, in your student book, I need that you read the information and complete the names according to the picture. Quickly, please. Associate the words and the partnership, in this case, the relationship between the families, and we are going to do the next part, okay? Quickly, let's do it. Okay, quickly, let's do it. You have 2 minutes to do it. Quickly, let's do it. Okay, in the student book, you have the information. Hurry up. Okay. Quickly, let's do it. Okay, ready? Hurry up. Si no tiene el libro, tome capturas de pantalla y vaya formando un Word hasta cuando tenga el libro y pueda trabajar, para que no se pierda ni se atrase tanto. Okay, ready? Bruce, start, please.
Okay, teacher. I've got one brother, Noah. His wife is Lucia, and my aunt isn't that cold. Natalie is an only child and she's the best niece in the world. My parents are okay. Actually, Dan is my stepfather. He's my mom's second husband. He got three cousins. Mm, Espérese, que no puedo leer.
Works in London.
Because Natalie works in London and she's like a friend. Really, my grandparents are still alive. My grandma Flora plays piano every day. She's really good.
She's still alive. Okay, that's good. Okay, correct your errors, please. Let's do it. Let's do it. Correct the errors. Correct your errors and listen, please. And listen to the track.
Hi, guys. Lots of you asked me questions about my family. So here's my family tree. I've got one brother, Noah. His wife's name is Lucia. And I'm an aunt. Isn't that cool? Maria is an only child, and she's the best niece in the world. My parents are okay too. Actually, Dan is my stepfather. He's my mum's second husband. I've got 3 cousins. Natalie works in London, and she's like a friend, really. My grandparents are still alive. My grandma Flora plays the piano every day. She's really good.
Okay, so remember that in this family tree, you have the result of the couples and obviously the relation between family according to this, okay? There is a specifically to this. In the number 10, attention to the number 10, please. Attention to the number 10. You have the information, okay? You have the information and we're going to have the relations. This is very important because in this week, in the quiz, you are going to have this exercise, a similar exercise. Pay attention. This is a game of words, okay, that you are going to use. Please, Janina, start reading, please. Look.
Look at Mia's family tree. Who are these people?
Okay, Janina, you have the same block, the same picture. And obviously we are going to identify, it's a game, a word game. And obviously we are going to substitute the words, okay? Remember that you have here in the number 9, you have selected the answers. Now in the number 10, we are going to use the same information to complete that, okay? Please, attention, 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes, everybody, to completing your book. Quickly, let's do it. 2 minutes to completing your book. Let's do it. Quickly. Okay, 2 minutes, okay? Hurry up, okay? 2 minutes to complete. Hurry up, okay? Let's do it. Okay. Quickly, let's do it. Okay, Janina, start, please. Are you ready or not?
Helen's husband,
Up.
Dan.
Okay, number 2.
Max's nephew, Noah.
Okay.
Flora's son, Max.
Flora's son, Max. Okay, continue, number 4.
William's grandsons, Noah and Nick and Andrew.
Okay, really good. Number 5.
Noah and Lucia's daughter, Maria.
Okay.
Maria's great grandparents, Dan and Helen. William and Flora.
Remember, what are the great grandparents? Those are the bigger one, the older one. My grandparents, abuelito, abuelita, but great grandparents. Pay attention to this expression. Great grandparents is different. Great grandparents, bisabuelos, okay? Great grandparents, attention to this, okay? Attention to this, really? Continue, number 7, Miss.
Dan and Helen's children, Noah and Mia.
Okay, and number 8.
Mia's uncle, Max.
Okay, so pay attention to the words, okay? Husband, nephew, son, grandsons, grandparents. What is the result in this? Grandsons, daughter, great grandparents, children, and uncle, okay? That is a vocabulary that you study in the primary school. And obviously that today we have. Correct your errors in your books, please. Correct errors in your books. Veo un poco de gente chateando lo que no debe. No sé qué está esperando. Okay, ready? Después el papá y la mamá me dicen, ¿me hacen comprar un libro donde no tiene nada? Usted es el que complete el libro. Okay, so here we have the information about them, okay? Using this vocabulary that we were talking about some family members according to this, okay? We continue with the next step, and we are going to work into the grammar presentation that we have for today. Really? We have the grammar presentation for today according to this. Miss Pionce, please, start reading.
We use the parent simple to tell about regular actions, some habits and routines, and to describe parent situations and facts.
Attention, stop. Okay, here is really important what she's mentioning. Present simple, to talk about regular actions, habits, routines, to describe permanent situations and facts. Remember, what is a fact? A real thing, something that you can prove, okay? Permanent, daily activities, habits. That is the present simple tense. Here we're going to have some sentences. Continue, Natalia.
I go to work by bus. We live in New York.
We live
I
there.
work in Germany. He works in a bank. She washes her car every week. I don't work in the city center. He doesn't study science. Do you live in London? No, I don't.
Do you live?
Does she have any questions? Yes, she does.
Okay, so in this part of the activity, remember what we were insisting in this. When you talk about he, when you talk about she, when you talk about it, you are going to use S or ES to the spelling form. Remember, when you talk about the answers, yes, she does, yes, he does, yet it does. Remember the questions that you are going to use does, okay? When you talk about you, we, they, you use do, okay? And you don't use, in this case, a verb in this case. It's really important to remember that third person of the singular. Remember the third person of the singular, okay? Remember the third person. Remember, with he, with she, with it, according to the spelling, you are going to add S or ES to the form, okay? It's really important to do this according to this, or sometimes IES, depending on this. What happened when you have the negative form in this case? Remember, what happened when you have the negative form using, in this case, you are going to use does for the questions. You are going to use, okay? You can also use does, or you can use doesn't, okay? Remember, doesn't into these forms of this. That is about the third person. When you are using doesn't, in this case, do, in this case, does or doesn't, you are going to use the basic form of the verb. You are going to use the basic form of the verb. In this case, talking about this. It's really important to mention about the third person into the simple present tense, okay? That is about this. Also remember that we have the simple present tense. Also we have the use, in this case, of you, remember we, remember date, okay, in this case, and you are going to use, in this case, do or don't. And in this case, it's not necessary the third person in this case, okay? You are going to use it specifically for them according to this. Also remember, please, remember that it's about some different action verbs, but also we have the present simple. Also we have the present simple with the verb to be. Also we have the verb to be. Remember, he, she, it, and we say is. Also, we have the verb to be is or isn't for the negative. Remember that we have, in this case, you say I am, or I am not, okay? Remember that we have also the structure of this. Remember that you say you, we, they, and you say are, or aren't in this case. And those are also part of the present simple tense. Remember the two forms that we have according to this, okay? And it's really important that you remember at the moment that you control, in this case, about the present simple tense, okay? So using this information, now we continue with the next part, okay? Remember that you are going to continue, just give me a minute, okay? We're going to continue with the next part according to this, okay? So we have 6 minutes before finishing that. We continue with the next part that says complete, okay? I need that you pay attention to complete. Okay, please, Andres Arriola, start reading, please.
My name is Laura. I'm 13
No,
and
no,
I
but what
come
do we
from
have to
village.
do? What do we have to do?
We have to complete with the letters in the box.
Okay, that's right.
With the words in the box.
Okay. So start.
Okay. My name is Laura. About me, my name is Laura. I'm 13 and I come from a village. I I, I have got two brothers. My eldest brother Javier is 19 and he study at the University of Seville.
He
My other brother
studies.
Ugo is
Huh?
studies. And my other brother Ugo is only 4, so he um, he stayed to school. Yes, yes. Oh,
Okay,
he doesn't
doesn't
go.
go, okay.
Okay, he doesn't go to school. My grandma lives with us in our flat, and my parents, of course. My favorite time of years is in the summer. My parents my parents work during August, so uh, so we we stay, I think, right,
Continue.
in our house in the mountains. There is a pool, but we swim during the afternoons because it is really hot. In the evening, my dad cook cooks with us
Uh,
some amazing meals, and we eat dinner together outside.
Okay, really good. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so pay attention to this. Okay, remember that we have got studies. He, she, it studies. We use the IES or S. He, if you're going to use the negative, you say doesn't. He, she, it doesn't, and the principal form of the verb. My grandma, she, he, she, it, you are going to use the S. Okay, my parents, you, we, they, don't, and the basic form of the verb. We, you, we, they, don't, and the basic form of the verb. Okay, continue with my dad represents he. You are going to say cooks, okay? That is the form that we have in this case. Please correct the errors and completing the student book, please. Correct your errors and completing your student book. Estoy a 3 minutos, ya saben, se cierra la sesión, inmediatamente accedemos a la segunda parte, por favor, ¿sí? No se van a olvidar. Y pasamos al formulario de asistencia. Okay, so here we have the information about them. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Okay. Well, so here we have the information, and obviously we are going to go to the number 3. Please, in the number 3, you are going to read the information and you are going to complete. Read and complete, please. Everybody, you are going to read and you are going to make the sentences, affirmative or negatives, depending on that. Me retiro con este ejercicio. Nos encontramos con este mismo ejercicio en la próxima hora, ¿verdad? Nos conectamos de inmediato. Mientras se cuelga la sesión, trabajen esta actividad en su libro, por favor, ¿ok? Vamos, rapidito. Activity number 2. Activity number 2. Activity number 2, page 10. Okay? Quickly, quickly, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Quickly, quickly. Completing the book. Completing the book, quickly. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Read and complete. Read and complete, quickly. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Lea y complete lo que le pide. Si está, if there is any kind of error, correct the errors. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. So quickly, quickly, let's do it. Use your book. Quickly, quickly, let's do it. We see in the second hour, okay?